done all this, all this. Now let's go to the piece de resistance, the main attraction that you guys see. Now, actually, before we get into the main TV area, I'll show you behind it. And as you can see, I got a couple posters. My brother used to work at Blockbuster, and these were, as you can see, Assassin's Creed, reserve your copy now, and then you got Halo 3, reserve your copy today. These are promotional posters. He used to work at Blockbuster, and he would always take the ones when the games were done. He gave these to me, so these are just there, as you can see, because these are both really good games. So I don't know, I just thought I'd show that. Here's my old modem. I still use it because, like I said, with my new modem, there's a limit, so I like to still use it. This is just a Linksys router. It's one of the fastest you can get. However, routers are still stupid and they glitch up when you play. Like, see, this modem's pretty shitty. It's new, but it's not that great. So I just use this for playing on Xbox Live and that sort of thing. So back here, as you can see, there's a lot of space, and most people, you're probably wondering, hey Dan, why in the hell don't you just put the TV and everything in the corner? And I'm like, well, I have a good reason for that. Well, first of all, whenever you have a TV like this in the back corner, like that, like all pushed up against the wall, with all these things there, tends to get a lot of heat, and there's not a lot of airflow. Now, because of this, I like to leave a little bit of a gap, and two, because because I'm constantly going back here to change the. See, as you can see, here's an HDMI cord, a monster HDMI cable, but my PVR does not record with HDMI. It can't. It can only do component. So what I do is, as you can see, I got. Oh, geez, you can't see that. It's really dark. I wish I had a flashlight, but I don't know if you can barely see it. Oh, I know. Ba-boom. iPhone, I love you. There you go. As you can see, we got my component. Now the thing is with this, unfortunately, holy shit, my Xbox is dusty. I didn't even notice. I dusted that. I must have missed that. Jesus, I gotta dust that again. Anyway, I have to switch. Because of where the HDMI is on the Xbox, it's right underneath this. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of being blocked right now. But underneath it, yeah, you can see it right there, the HDMI port. So I take them out whenever I want to play for my, just play by myself. I'll get the best quality I can. That's what I'm trying to do. So, excuse me, I'll switch it up whenever I need to. Now, here's the cool thing about the PS3 that I like. As you can see, I have an HDMI. This is probably the best HDMI cord you can get for Blu-ray, because it's the Blu-ray brand. I don't know if it really matters, but I went all out and I bought it anyways for my PS3. As you can see, you can have both the HDMI and the component at the same time plugged in. So what does that mean? Well, a couple things. First off, the thing that I don't like about PS3. Now, I'm not bashing PS3, but with Xbox, I can unplug the HDMI, plug in the component, the TV will recognize it, and it'll say, oh, you want this in 720p, because that was my settings with component. Like, it'll remember what your settings are. If I have component, it'll remember the settings for component, and I have my component settings to 720p for recording. And when I have my HDMI in, it says it's a 1080p, which is what I want for common viewing. Now, with the PS3, it doesn't know that. You have to manually go into display settings and change it to 7. You have to change. Oh, my new output method is now component. Component. So you have to switch. I have to switch the input on my TV to component, and it'll say, "Can you see this message?" Yes. I choose 720p. I mean, I got the hang of it now, but back when I was first learning how to switch, I was like, Jesus, this is a bitch, man. But I don't know. That's just. It's better now, but the cool thing about this is when I'm done with my component and I want to just play or watch a movie or something, if I leave that HDMI plugged in, it'll say, oh, there's an HDMI source detected, would you like to switch back? And without even doing anything, you just hit yes, it'll change everything for you. So I think that's mad awesome, but that's that. But that's just the back here. It's a clutter of cords. I'd like to keep it ventilated, and I come back here often to change stuff. So we'll go back to the front, because we'll probably be coming back there anyways, but... Okay, here's my TV. We'll start off with the left side. Okay, top left here. This is my new modem. This is cable internet, by the way, guys. This is cable. That's DSL over there. This cable is so freaking fast, man. With this company, I have the second best speed you can get. The best one I do not need. It's a 100 megabyte download and a 5 upload, and it's just retardedly expensive. So I'm like, nah, I don't need that. But wow, I got a dust down here. I don't think I need this on anymore, so I'll just turn it off. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the thing that sucks about this new thing, I don't know if the U.S. is doing it or not, but in Canada, the major brands, like this is a major company. I won't say their name because I just won't. Anyway, the major brands are there's too many people using internet pretty much. There's too much usage being used. So what they've done is implied a limit to everyone's account. Now I'm allowed 175 gigabytes of data a month, meaning everything I do, download, upload, everything takes off my limit. Now I'm being very conservative with this and using it for mainly uploads and what have you. So it's doing good so far. I've been monitoring it. I haven't been taking that much off. So as long as I do it like this, I'll be fine, and I won't have to worry about my limit. However, if I do decide that I want to maybe fork over a few extra bucks, I can get a few gigabytes added onto my data plan, and that way, in case I go over a couple times, I won't have to worry about it. All right, moving to the foreground here is this is the origami figure that you get with Heavy Rain. I thought this was a perfect place for it, but recently I haven't put it here. I'd usually just put it over there or whatever, because the fan I'd heat, cool my laptop with, I would usually put my laptop up there, because on that white step stool there, because like I said, on this fabric it heats up way too much and a fan's not going to help. So I just keep it propped up on that cool metal surface, and it just keeps it nice and cold, nice and ventilated. But anyway, this is what I kept. This is a really cool thing because the game has to install onto your console. So I thought that was a really cool addition to it. All right, moving down. Anyway, let's just look at the main TV. I'll back up so you can see it. This is my Samsung 46-inch 6300 series LED TV. I loved it from the get-go. I love it now. I've loved it so much. One of the best purchases I have ever made. However, the only thing that chaps my ass here is that now this exact same TV dropped how much money? $600 to $700 cheaper, because I got it pretty much when it was new. I got this, I want to say, in May of 2010, I think. So we're coming up on a year of me having it. Now, this TV I think was assembled in April or March. I think it says on the back somewhere, but who gives a shit? It's amazing quality picture. I love it, man. If you guys don't have an LED TV, you're missing out. Trust me, it's worth every buck I've ever spent. My favorite thing in the room is that TV. And it's been so good to me. There's been like no issues. I did buy a 4-year warranty with it just in case things go south with it. I'm covered with anything. So thankfully that's good. That's there. And I love honestly though, I have noticed there's a cool little feature. This isn't obviously the first generation of LED TVs. It's I think the second. The first came out in 2009, and then this came out in 2010. The thing is, for those of you guys who know what refresh rate is, it basically refreshes the picture during fast motion scenes to reduce blur. Now this is 120 hertz, this TV. There's a cool little feature on here, and it's like I don't know what they call it in the menu, but they let you compare a 60 hertz with a 120, and they'll split the screen in half. Whatever movie you're watching, anything you're doing, it'll just split the screen in half, put one half on 60 hertz, the other on 120. And trust me, it's noticeable. You're watching, like, I was watching a James Bond movie when I did it. The car chase scenes, everything's blurred on one side, not like ridiculous, but it's noticeable. And on the right side where the 120 hertz, the auto refresh or whatever they call it was on, looked 10 times better. I was just like, good lord, that's amazing. So I'm glad I got that. But believe it or not, plasmas, actually I do believe it, plasmas are becoming obsolete. Why do I say that? Because the only reason to get a plasma now was because there was no blur whatsoever. They had a 600 minimum refresh rate, 600 hertz, which was the highest you could get. Now, Samsung is offering a brand new TV. I think it's $5,500 for a 46-inch. It's got, I think it's 8 million to 1 aspect ratio pixels. I think mine here is 4 million, which is pretty damn high, but still that's even better. It's a what is it? It's the new paper thin model. Like, as you can see, mine's really thin, but this one is, I think that thin, and I'm not even kidding. It's that thin. It's less than half this TV's width. And okay, here, listen to this. The refresh rate. This is an LED TV, by the way, guys. The refresh rate on it is 750 hertz. I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Jesus. There's no point buying a plasma now, because plasmas are finicky. Like, I move TVs all the time at my job, and we always have to tell these customers, don't turn on your TV for at least half an hour, if it's a plasma, that is, because all the gases need to settle, because they use like a plasma gas, right, to do, like, because if you lay a plasma down, like on its front or its back, all the gases shift, and then it just gets, and you turn on your TV if it's maybe way too cold. Like, I recommend doing this if you're carrying, because during the winter time, I would say don't even bother plugging in your TV until it's warmed up a bit, because you could fuck everything up with one power surge. Like, you turn on the power, boom, your TV's done. So I usually would tell the customers not to do that. But anyways, plasmas are pointless. LCDs are better. LEDs are even better. If you can get an LED, I would recommend it highly. So that's just my TV. Just want to do a quick look at something. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so yeah, that's my TV. I love it. Down here is the Connect. I barely use this, honestly. It doesn't do what I expected it would do, what they claimed it would do. It doesn't do any of that. It's fun for parties, I guess. When you have a couple friends over, you want to dick around, you can play. The only game I have for Connect is the Connect Adventures that came with it. Now, I wanted to do Michael Jackson's The Experience for the Connect. I think that would have been hilarious. You guys watching me doing some